In the shadowed silence of my childhood room, the words of my family echoed like a haunting melody, an unceasing cascade of disdain and mockery. "You'll never make it as a game developer," they scoffed, their laughter piercing my very essence. "Such a foolish dream," they chided, branding my aspirations as mere childish fantasies. Each word, a dagger, each laugh, a chain, shackled me to a future they deemed appropriate, obliterating my dreams under the weight of their realistic expectations. But within me, a fire raged, fueled by their doubts, their disdain. It pushed me to the brink, where the choice lay stark and clear: succumb to their narrative or craft my own. I chose the latter. In the dead of night, with my dreams as my compass, I stepped into the unknown, propelled by the belief that my vision held merit, even if I stood as its sole champion. The journey was a crucible, each rejection from publishers, each failed game, a testament to their prophecy. Yet each setback, each fall, hammered me into something resilient, something fierce. My skills sharpened in the forge of failure, my resolve steeled by the relentless pursuit of a dream everyone else deemed unreachable. Years cascaded like the stages of a particularly challenging game, each level up a hard-fought victory. Slowly, the tide turned. A game I developed, born from the deepest echelons of my imagination, caught the wind under its wings. It soared, transcending boundaries, resonating with souls across the globe. Accolades poured in, the game lauded not just for its innovative gameplay, but for its emotional depth, its capacity to touch hearts. The world that once seemed so distant, so dismissive, now watched in awe. Yet, amidst the whirlwind of success, a single thought anchored me. It was time, time to return, time to confront the past with the present. The day dawned, a medley of trepidation and resolve, as I stood before the familial threshold once more. The door creaked open, revealing faces marked by time, yet unmistakably those of my kin. In their eyes, I searched for traces of disdain, for smirks, for the shadows of laughter that once haunted me, but found none. Dinner unfolded like a surreal play, the air thick with unspoken questions, the elephant in the room inching closer with each passing second. Then, as the final dish was cleared, a silence settled, a stage set for confrontation. With a breath that seemed to draw from the depths of my soul, I began. My voice, surprisingly steady, narrated the saga of dreams ridiculed, of isolation endured in pursuit of what they deemed impossible. I spoke of the dark days, the failures, the nights drowned in doubt and desperation. Yet, my voice crescended with a tale of perseverance, of the indomitable spirit that refused to be crushed, of a belief so strong that it shattered barriers, proving not just to the world, but to myself, that dreams, no matter how ridiculous, harbored the power to alter reality. And then I paused, allowing the weight of my journey to settle upon their shoulders, watching as emotions flickered across their faces, a kaleidoscope of realization, remorse, perhaps even pride. The room remained ensnared in a weighted hush until my mother, her eyes brimming with unshed tears, rose. Her embrace was a harbor, her whispered apologies a balm to wounds etched deep. One by one, the family joined, their actions speaking volumes, a silent acknowledgement of their misjudgment, of my resilience, of the success that had blossomed from the seeds of rejection they had sown. Yes, the world had watched in awe, but it was this moment, this quiet capitulation, this catharsis that signified the true victory. Not because I had proven them wrong, but because, in doing so, I had stayed true to the brightest, most authentic parts of myself. Triumph, I realized, wasn't just in the accolades, the recognition, or the vindication. It was in the journey, in the relentless pursuit of a dream, in the courage to stand alone against the tide of doubt and derision. As night descended, wrapping the world in a blanket of stars, I stepped outside, my heart a tapestry of complex emotions. Looking up at the celestial dance, I understood that success wasn't merely about proving others wrong. It was about proving to yourself that no dream, no matter how dismissed or derided, was too foolish, too ridiculous to pursue. My family's laughter, once the soundtrack of my nightmares, had transformed, becoming a distant echo, a reminder not of pain, but of the power of resilience, the beauty of believing in oneself despite all odds. In that moment, under the whispering cosmos, I was free, not because they had seen my worth, but because I had seen, embraced, and celebrated it myself. And in that quiet yet powerful realization, I found peace, a deep, pervasive serenity that stemmed not from the echoes of past victories, but from the profound understanding and acceptance of my journey in all its tumultuous, triumphant glory.